Hello and welcome. This is Goody Graphics. Welcome to yet again another video session. Now in this video today I'll be teaching you about photo improvement, image improvement. Now if you're a graphic designer, you will understand that images are one of the key elements that you need when you are designing in order to communicate effectively in your graphic design. And for you to be effective in communicating with images, it's very important that you have high quality images whenever you are designing. Now there are a few things to note about imagery. When you are designing, you need to use high quality images with higher resolutions in order for you to get the kind of beauty and excellence that you desire in your design. So quickly, let's get into the matter for today. Take for instance, here is an image that I intend to use for my design. Now many a times when you are working, especially for clients, they can send you images that have a very poor resolution or images that have some kind of blemishes. And what many graphic designers do is that because they do not have knowledge on how to improve images before using them for their designs, they tend to just use those images the way they receive them from clients for designs, and at the end of the day their designs tend to come out poor, and which gives them a bad review in the eyes of the clients they are working for. So it's very important that as a graphic designer, you know how to improve the images you are using for your design in order for you to be able to put out beautiful graphic design. Take for instance, look at this image. Let's say this is an image I want to use for my graphic design. Although this image looks, someone seeing this image may say, wow, this is a good image to use. Nevertheless, when you zoom in, you will discover that there are some kind of blemishes on this image. Take for instance the face. You may discover some blemishes, and the color and the skin, the tone of her skin may not be as excellent as you may desire for your design. So what then do you do? Is there a way that someone can remedy for this when it comes to graphic design? Yes, there is a way I work around this whenever I'm working for clients, and there is an application, a software, an application on my mobile device that I utilize whenever I want to improve photo. And today in today's video I'm going to be showing you two of those applications that I utilize in improving images. Now if you are improving images, there are three key aspects of photo improvements that you need to know. Number one is enhancement. Number two is editing. Very important. Editing, enhancement, editing, and the third is effect. So with the knowledge of these three, you'll be able to improve photos that you'll be using in your design. So quickly, let's go to the first of these applications that I use for improving my photos. Now the first of this application is called Remini. This is how the icon looks like. If you go on your Google Play Store and type in Remini, you'll be able to download this app. Now this app utilizes data connection in order for you to work with it. So many a times when you open the app, this will pop up. That is because this app actually, ideally, it requires subscription in order for you to use. And if you look down below here, you see 1,517 naira per week in order for you to subscribe. So but if you do not maybe have what it takes to subscribe in order to use this app, you can simply click this cancel button at the top right here, left corner. Once you click that, it can still allow you to carry out certain functions, but although those functions can be limited, and and those functions maybe at the end of the day can come out with watermarks. Sorry, that's just an ad popping up on my screen. That's one of the things to note about using this application. If you haven't subscribed, if you're not using the subscription, ads tends to pop up on your screen. So quickly, haven't done away with that. So how does this app work when you are going to carry out image enhancement? This app is specifically for works well with enhancing images. So right here at this place here, I can select the particular image I want to enhance. So by clicking there, the photos on my menu open, display, and this is the particular image that I want to enhance. So right here, when I click on it, you see enhance, and you see watch and add. Now this requirement is because I am required to watch an ad in order for me to be able to enhance this particular image. That is because I have not yet subscribed for this particular application. But once you've subscribed, you can use this app without any ad interference. So if you take note, you see remove ads and limits, and that means you will have to opt to the pro version by subscribing. Now once I click on this, an ad is going to play. So to be sure that this video is as brief as possible, I'm not going to wait for any ads to play. But I'm going to quickly take you to the image after that I am done enhancing it. So just in case there was enough time and I allowed you the ad to play, what you would have seen as the result of the enhancement. Now if you are enhancing, you will need to play an ad in order to enhance, and you will need to also play another ad in order to save. That is if you are not using the subscribed, if you have not subscribed for the application. Now once you have enhanced your photo, this is what it looks like. Now I hope you can see the clear-cut difference. Quickly, let's go back and let's see what the former image looked like. Right here we have the former image. I hope you can see the color, see the skin tone, look at the blemishes, and right here we have the image that has been enhanced. You can see how smooth and clean the face looks like. So with this now, this is a good image to use for my design, which will make my design come out more professionally. So once you have been able to do this, you can then take your image, remove the background if you desire, and then import into your design whatever software you're using for your design, whether Pixel Lab on smartphone or on your system, Adobe or Canva, whichever you're using for your design. So now look at this particular image. This is an image I have enhanced using Remini. But now if you take note of this, if you look carefully, you will discover that this particular image, maybe her hair for instance, does not appear very as dark as you may desire. And is there a way we can bypass this? Is there a way to remedy for this? If you take note of her clothing after enhancing, perhaps the color may not seem to be as sharp and as have the kind of color, texture, tone that you may desire. Here, that is where the second application comes in, which we'll be using for photo editing. That is the Snapseed app, and this is what the icon looks like. Snapseed, you can download that from the Play Store also. Once you've opened your Snapseed app, there is a plus sign that appears on the screen. Once you tap that, it allows you to select from the photos on your device, and here's our edited photo. So I'm quickly going to select that. So once I've selected that, you can see that now when you click on styles, here are different filters that allow you to apply different filter effects on your image. The main how will I put it, the main icon of interest that we are going to be using in this is your tools. This particular tool in the middle. Once you click on your tools, there are a variety of tools that come in handy that you can use in order to improve images here before taking them to your design software for design. So quickly, I'm just going to show you under tools, there are a few tools that are basic that you require in order for you to be able to enhance or improve, to carry out photo editing when it comes to the Snapseed app. And the first is your tone image, the second is your detail, the white balance right here, and many others that you have right here. So quickly, let me take you to the detail. Now the way this app works is that by scrolling upward or downward with your finger, you are able to bring out the options that are available. And then by scrolling to the right or to the left, what happens is that you are able to effect that particular effect either by increasing it when you swipe your hand to the right, or by reducing it when you swipe your hand to the left. So let me cancel that. And then our detail. So by increasing the detail, what happens is that your image tends to come alive. The details of the particular image tends to come out clearly. So this is what our image looks like. So by swiping my hand either upward or downward, I can select from structure or sharpening. So let's finish up with structure. So I'm going to just increase the structure, let's say to 45 for this particular image. And then by swiping up, I shift to sharpening. I will just increase the sharpening. Let's leave that at 20. Okay, so that's it for sharpening. So what do? Down below here, I click on the tick tool right here just to apply. Okay, so that's it. Now if you look at this particular image, there is a particular tool. Okay, when you come tune image, what does tune image have? When you click on tune image, by swiping up or downwards, you can see the options available to you. There is brightness, contrast, saturation, ambience, highlights, shadow, and warmth. So brightness, so by swiping either to the right or to the left, you can reduce or increase the brightness. So let's reduce the brightness of these to 25, and then I swipe up contrast. I think I like the contrast the way it is, so I'm just going to leave it that way. Saturation, okay, let's make the saturation 10, and then by swiping up, ambience. Okay, I love my ambience the way it is. Highlights, I love the highlights the way it is. So let's come to shadow. I'm going to just turn down the shadow to -10. Okay, and then warmth, increase that to 15. You can see that our image is coming out beautifully. So I'm just going to apply that. Now you see this image looks it's looking very looking good for our design. So under my tools, there is a particular tool I want to show you that is very important when it comes to enhancing your photo, and that's this tool right here, selective. Now this tool allows you to select specific aspects of your design that you want to of your image that you want to apply certain effects to. Take for instance her hair. The hair of this woman on this particular image. Now if you look at the hair tends to look a bit there's some gray, as though she has some gray hair, and that's because when we enhanced, that is actually the side effect that came alongside. So what do? Now if you look at the bottom of your screen, you see this little button right here. It shows add. When I click on it, and this right here that looks like an eye. So by selecting the plus, it can allow me to select a particular part. So I'm just going to tap on her hair. So once I tap on that, you see B displays right there, and by swiping upward or downward, B represents brightness, contrast, C, S, saturation, and the last S, structure. So the brightness, I'm just going to swipe backwards and reduce the brightness. Now take note, by using your two fingers to drag in or drag out, you can increase the radius of the particular effect you want to create. So I'm just going to drag that in because I want that effect to apply to her hair alone. So I'm just going to drag her in. You can see all the areas marked by the red color are the areas that this effect I'm carrying out is going to apply to. So I'm going to reduce the brightness. You see, as I do that, that particular part tends to become dark. So with that, I've been able to achieve make her hair dark. So I'm just going to click back on the plus sign at the bottom because I want to add another point. Now this particular part of her hair at the back side, I'm going to add another one because I want to also make that part dark, and I drag this in, reduce the radius to that particular area, and then I reduce the brightness, make it dark. You can see with that I've been able to make the hair black come out well. Okay, so you can also do the same thing for contrast, saturation, and structure. All of that applies to that particular part. Now, what about her clothing? I would like to make it a bit dark too, so I click on the plus sign right here and I tap on her clothing. I just drag in this way. So it's going to affect that particular radius. I click select brightness and I turn that down. You discover that as I reduce her clothing, tends to become darker. So I think I love my image the way it is right here, and I click OK. So with this, I can simply export my image if I want it to desire it the way it is, or I can go back to tools. Now you discover that on certain flyers the image can be either black, can be in black and white format. Now let me show you how you can achieve that. Now there is what is called white balance right here. When I select white balance can allow me to change my image to black and white. Now there are two options here, tint and that right there. So okay, undo. So white balance, once I click on that, okay, undo. Okay, so oh, sorry about that. That's the black and white right here. I was mistaking the tools. Black and white. This allows you to turn your image to black and white. Now if you, just in case, so by you can reduce the brightness right here and all that. So let's say you want to use a black and white image for your design. You can simply go to your black and white tool, and then once you've done that, you click on apply. But I think I like my image the way it is, enhanced this way. So under your tools, you can explore the many other tools that you have right here. There are many tools right here that you can explore, which can come in handy for you when you are enhancing, editing, or trying to add certain effects to your image in order to improve them for your design. So that is it for this Remini, for this Snapseed app. So once you've been able to carry out your edits, the next thing is you want to export your image back to your device, and by clicking on export here, you see save. So I can simply save this. This image has been saved to my gallery. So once I go back to my gallery, I can find this. So you look at this, you see this, and this is the image before all of the editing was done. This is the image, and this is it right after the editing was done. You can see the difference, and you can see that this appears to be more ready for our design. So with this, I can go remove the background. If I feel like using an image that without a background, a PNG image for my design, I can go straight up to take out the background and then import this into my design app for my design. So thanks for watching. That is it for photo improvement using the Remini application and the Snapseed app in order for you to carry out enhancements, improvements, and effects. Lastly, just as a passing comment, there is another very important thing that you need to know about improving your photos. Let's say because I'm very specific or based on when it comes to graphic design, I specify in smartphone graphics using the Pixel Lab app. I'm just going to quickly bring you to the Pixel Lab environment right here. Okay, so this is it right here. Now let me quickly take out this and import the image that we've been able to enhance. So let's say I import this image. Now, is there a way I can also carry out certain effects on this particular image within the Pixel Lab environment? Yes, when you come right there after selecting the image, there is an option color filters. Now this color filter can also help you greatly when you are going to be designing. It can help you adjust the hue. So let's say I adjust the hue of this to 10. You see that? I increase, let's say I reduce the saturation. Okay, I leave it at 0. Then the contrast, there's brightness, there's contrast. Okay, contrast, I can increase the contrast. You see that? So all of that, you can play around with that in order to create the perfect blend or the perfect appearance for your image which you'll be using in your design. So with this, I've been able to enhance this particular image. Thanks for watching this video. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment on this video, and you can do well to share this video to other graphic designers who I believe this video is going to be very relevant to them when it comes to image improvement. Thanks for watching.